that a rail? No rail? No Mimon either? Let me also put in someone different instead of Artemis. Put in Semri. What's up, losers? Nice arrow fall.
How's this?
Let there be light. Sexy dance. I forgot you had that. Now I'm glad I got the Fire Draco Strike. Sorry, I had to read something. Or Mimon up here? Oh no, this is for the chest. I didn't see it for a second. Two new phases in Lucifer fight. In True Neutral, being lower level in Shiva made it kind of a boring fight unless you did Ninja Plus. Yeah. I've heard, I never watched the other endings, but I heard there's not really too much in the way of like True Neutral. So you know. Not really much reason to do it. On my own time, yeah, to get the Platinum Trophy, but not really much reason to do it. If I ever were to play SMT5 a third time, which, oof, probably, like, not for a really long time, I would do the ending I don't get in this playthrough. But even that's kind of a stretch. I have, like, there are other SMT games I'd rather check out. There's more of a chance of me, like, replaying Nocturne or something. There's more of a chance of giving Nocturne a second playthrough than, like, an SMT5 a third time. Because Nocturne's one I would definitely want to replay at some point. Maybe even Overclocked. But for now, I'm, like, more in the mood to try new SMT games. But at some point, I'll get to the point where I want to start replaying them. But, like, at this point, I'm more in the mood to, like, play new ones. And get opinions on them. Alright. What's down here? There's a bunch of NPCs I haven't talked to. You have to do True Demon in Nocturne? Oh, that's the one I would do. I think I mentioned in Nocturne, like, Nocturne getting a replay is definitely possible. And the one I would get the True Demon ending. I would do the Amalo Labyrinth and get that ending. That's the one I would go for if I were to do Nocturne again. I say if I were to do Nocturne again. I think it's basically confirmed that I will. I just don't know when. Because like I said, I'm more in the mood to play new SMT games as opposed to replaying. Just to get opinions on the ones I am interested in. Like Apocalypse and Digital Devil Saga. Strange Journey Redux will add into the mix. We really should have taken care of greenery like this. There are a few places for my kind to live, whether in the netherworld or in the city. I'm protecting a stone. What stone, you ask? That's a secret. Swoosh. A Dragon Quest? Like the spell? Well done on making it this far. I must say your aura feels somewhat familiar. Do you know of the fierce battle between angels and demons Armageddon?
Well then.
I thought I could resolve this problem, though through my dance, but it seems not. I suppose the world is not so simple.
Most impressive.
The SMT games I'm interested in, it can go like this. This is the priority list, right? We finish Vengeance. Obviously, Metaphor is like, nothing is happening before Metaphor. Metaphor would happen next. After that, probably Apocalypse. I was gonna do Digital Devil Saga, but I kind of want to do... I kind of might just want to get Apocalypse done first before going into a new sub-series. So yeah, we do Apocalypse. Apocalypse, Digital Devil Saga 1, presumably 2 if I like 1, obviously. Those are, like, high in the running. Those are, like, high on the list. And then games like Strange Journey Redux and, like, the Rhino ones are, like, they're not super high up there, but they're possibilities. But for the time being, I'm guaranteeing that we're going to check out Apocalypse and the 2 Digital Devil Saga games. Those are, like, basically guaranteed. I also do want to play, I want to play Soul Hackers 2 again for the channel at some point. But I'm actually thinking if I should play the original Soul Hackers 1 before I replay Soul Hackers 2. I'm not really sure. Maybe I'll check out the original Soul Hackers. Maybe I'll add them to the mix. This place is overflowing with Magatsuhi, a perfect spot for that stone. Before the Netherworld came to be, this is where you could find one of the most visited shrines in Tokyo. Perhaps the reverence from all those people filled the area with power. I was going to do Digital Devil Saga 1, but then I thought to myself, I probably should finish Apocalypse, and then we could do Digital Devil Saga 1, and if I like Digital Devil Saga 1, we could just play the second one. Like, basically right after. The battle between Lord of Chaos and Angels has finally ended, and now this. Who are you? Your Divino are similar to that of ours. I think that's mostly the plan, though. But we definitely won't be seeing Apocalypse till 2025. So, you know. Way back when, a bunch of Japanese demons fled to this place. So many, in fact, you can call the myriad of gods. After the battle ended, everyone left and went home. The only ones who stayed are demons like me, who took a liking to this place, or the ones who have some kind of duty to remain like those goddesses. It is good to know that there are options just in case I want to play others, but like, you know, those 3, Apocalypse and DDS 1 and 2, those are the only ones I'm, like, focusing on right now. But there are options of, like, other ones, like, oh, maybe I'll check this one out if I'm craving more. Is there a Mimon down here? Is there something down here? It's a Mitama. I'm gonna kill this Mitama again.
Here.
Yeah, Strange Journey I said already. Strange Journey is like, it's not in the same field as Apocalypse and DDS 1 and 2.
Finish you.
It's probably the one after that, though. After those 3, it would probably happen, yeah. Strange Journey is probably the one, like, after DDS 1 and 2, maybe. Or maybe the Rhino games, since they're action, and I'm kind of interested to see what that's like. Again, there's options. There's, like, so many... There's a couple that I'm, like, somewhat interested in, but I'm also, like, not as focused on them right now. There's so much SMT, it's crazy. And that's not even considering, like, the sub-series, like, Persona and everything, and, like, you know, stuff like that, but there's so much SMT. So much. SMT on its own, it's crazy. There's so much. So many sub-series and branches. Which, I mean, that's great. There's so much variety. There's a Mimon up there. We were talking about it a while back, and people were like, oh, yeah, there's so many options for SMT. You can play, like, there's, like, dungeon crawlers. There's, like, straight turn-based, press turn, action. There's so many variety of games. Such scary fighty angels around here. Careful they not attack you. Now then, I go back to Gustav. Strategy in the case of Devil Survivor. So much. 105 Mimon. From Honda. What are those come Honda doing there? Come on. There's another glory crystal. Are we coming up to an abscess? Not anytime soon. I should be looking for these rails, though. That's no rail, but you know what? Give me something good. Purge Gem doesn't sound really good. I don't even know what that does. Doesn't sound great, though. Alright, you know what? Let's do some battles. I just realized this is an RPG, and I should probably be fighting stuff.
Ruinous thunder.
It also helps with the conversation. Not sure how you feel about first-person dungeon crawlers. Yeah, that's why it's towards the bottom. Not the bottom, but that's why it's not super high up there. Different is good. I like to try different things out, so I mean, like, I do want to try it. If something is different, I'm like, hey, it kind of encourages me to try it more, unless it's something I know I will not like. But different is good at times. It could be good. You could take a chance and end up just being like, hey, it was really innovative. Or like something you never played before and you're like, I like this subgenre.
Finish.
DDS I'm actually excited for because I hear a lot of people, I hear some high praise about those games. I'm also relatively excited for Apocalypse whenever we get around to that. I like SMT4 enough and I'm excited for Apocalypse. Die. Okay, I can jump this. It's hard to, like, see. With this whack camera angle. Not a single meme on Defy. At least not now. DDS is amazing. Yeah, I hear a lot of people talk high praise of those games. I've been hearing about them, and then I googled like screenshots of them, and I'm like, yeah, these look really cool. Because I hear people talk about DDS, or I've heard people talk about DDS, but I never actually knew what DDS looked like. And I looked it up, and I was like, wow, okay, yeah, it looks got the Nocturne engine, which I actually kind of, something about it, I don't know what it is, but I like the Nocturne engine. Something I kind of dig about it. And I saw them and I'm like, yeah, these look pretty good. I mean, from how they look like they'd be fun times. They're on the list. Found way too many wood toys around here when humans still here. What did they do? I'm at 418 glory. I'm still waiting for another Summoner Hospitality to spend it. That hitbox was so lingering. Oh, weak to lightning, are you? Let's talk games that are coming really soon. Metaphor ReFantazio. I'm very excited for it. I hope that game is a fun time. Got me very hyped. You're a whelp, by the way. More lightning. Yeah, Persona 1 and 2 are like... Persona 1 and 2, like, it's not impossible for me to try them, but, again... Games I'm not really, like, you know...
I can't afford to fail.
Games I'm not really, like, super interested in right now, Persona 1 and 2. Especially knowing that Persona 1 and 2 are, like, more, like, baseline SMT. Especially knowing they're nothing like the Social Link games. Which isn't inherently bad, but that just, to me, that just means, like, hey, there's a bunch of other SMT games to play, so, I mean, Persona 1 and 2 are, like, yeah. There's a chance I'll play them, but they're definitely not, like, super high on the docket.
Most impressive.
Even though Persona 2 especially has its, like, fan base. Even though the running joke is that they're mostly forgotten about. Due to, like, Persona 3, 4, and 5, like, changing things up. I never got that other glory crystal, but I imagine I probably have to get some height.
So be it. Perish.
perish.
You.
You must overcome it. Ah, Mitma. I can overcome these.
This'll do.
Apocalypse has two things going for it: gameplay and designs. The one introduced skill potentials for demons and a few other things, probably the best in the gameplay. Oh, they introduced potentials in Apocalypse. That's neat.
I'll finish you.
Yeah, Odin. Dude, Odin. I remember, Raptor. I was playing SMT5, and I think you told me Odin came from Apocalypse. That'll be fun. We'll get to the Odin of SMT5 in that game. I love that Odin. He's great. That sounds familiar.
I can't afford to fail.
Die. Apocalypse should be a fun time. I'm excited for it. That is a lot of XP. We can also get Black Frost now, which is Augers. The agility. Yeah, I'm pretty excited to play Apocalypse. I did like SMT4. It was fun. SMT4 was a fun game. Ooh. Bum bum. Back up we go. You could have grabbed that, Nahobino. What are you doing? I call hacks on that. What is this section? Alright, I need to go there for the story, so you know what? Let's, go this way first. Any rails here? Here's a rail. I gotta be looking for these because there are a lot of hidden rails here, from the looks of it, and from what Chad is telling me. Where am I now? Oh, there's just to be to the other side. It's not a rail. Don't waste my time. Macabre. Well, now I'm relieved I didn't fuse you. We could just try to negotiate with you. I think I should have a slot. I have 2 slots. That's good enough. I do remember Inanna, yeah. From SMT5. What will I do? Keep calm. Oh, I'm impressed. Let's negotiate. I love negotiating. I'm not using a gold card. I don't ever use Spirit Drain Gems. Take my stamina. I keep forgetting stamina is MP, not HP. In most games, I associate it with HP. Welcome to the Team Macabre. I'm gonna kill you guys, or at least you. Megatoki Luck? XP and Maka are greatly increased if battle ends on this turn. That's interesting. Good for grinding, I guess. Turn. It's light, are you? I remember how Macabre hard carried me for a part of SMT4 with its Blight dance, or its Blight, and its, I think it was Blight and then another move it had. That made it really good. The Scream Wipes. Good demon. Hard carried me for a portion of the game. My... March Essence. This is the Rainbow Snake. Welcome, Protofiend to Bethel. I was planning to give something good to either Bethel or the Forces, whoever got here first. It's a talisman. Yeah, the technique, bearing the technique. This like upside, this like lowercase, uppercase like text confused me, and I thought that was like Burling or something. It's a talisman bearing the technique of the snake race. Go on, take it. At least it's not a spider race. All multi-hit move of all allies will deal the max amounts of hits for 1 turn. Okay, that makes Astral Saint Strike stupid broken. Best of luck to you out there. Like, that would make it insane.
Most impressive.
Yeah, most impressive, except it's not a rare. Hey, you, get
This'll
scanned.
You're done.
You're done. Kick. Forgot acrobat kick is always a crit. Get him.
Ruinous thunder!
I just remember that I had my Chick-fil-A fountain drink still, like, right next to me. I was like, I need a drink.
I can't afford to fail.
I'm mostly, like, playing the game here, as opposed to, like, Persona, where I'm mostly watching scenes, and I'm like, I need a drink right now, but, you know. I just got thirsty all of a sudden. Behold, more thunder. For a second, I thought you were gonna run, but I forgot demons that aren't Mitama don't do that. Don't waste your MP. Yeah, that was a good call. Dazzling dress. Western game console. These relics, man. That's right. Your magic is good, so it'd be worth our while to get Mazama. Probably, I'm never gonna use Sexy Dance realistically. I don't use status ailments moves in this game. Even though it has, like, they have weaknesses to them, demons, but I just never really rely on them. It just never happens. A bit more northwest I can explore before we go to the story. I also could go back and get Black Frost, but I don't really care to right now. Not unless it's convenient. As in, like, A, we get into a Leyline Fountain, or B, we're coming up to, like, one we already passed.